What if I told you you could dominate an entire neighborhood? Would you think that it was possible? People need you, and you're letting them steal your business. Hey, badass business owners, my name is Tammy, and I'm here to help you grow your business and, more importantly, put more money in your pocket by increasing those profits. Something happened the other day, and it really got me thinking and just was really an eye-opener, and I just knew I had to share it with you guys. I have a pool, and I have a pool person who comes to my house. She's awesome. Her name is Vicky. She's amazing. Well, she was over at my house working on the pool, doing her normal pool things. And I got in my car and I started to leave, and I noticed 3 doors down, another pool company was coming out the backyard of one of my neighbor's houses. And then I went around the bend, because you got to work your way through the neighborhood, right? And here's another pool person coming out of that house. And then later, I come back a couple hours later, and there's another pool person working on a different house in my neighborhood. And I go a little further down, and there was another. I am not kidding. I am not exaggerating. 5 different pool companies, all within a matter of a few blocks. And it really got me thinking that there's so many times that people say, oh, I really need to go to this other area. I need to go to another town. I can't get any more business unless I go drive all over the place. Or how am I going to get business? Listen, these are 5 different pool companies. One, there's never too much business. That's one of the things, right? Oh, they don't need another pool company. We don't need another whatever. We don't need, really? Because my neighborhood would tell you different. And I am in one of our smallest subdivisions in my town. 5 pool people. Okay. And I see this all the time with landscapers, because the same thing, because you got the landscapers that are doing the community, then you get the landscapers doing the individual houses and everything else. And it's business after business, a pest control business, right? We've got a couple of people that are local that have their business. Plus we have all these other businesses that do business here, little mom and pops out of every single house, every single neighborhood. If you don't believe me, pull up Google for your area and you're going to see all these businesses that are based out of homes in your communities. The biggest thing that I hear from people all the time is that there's just not enough business. How can I grow my business? You need to start talking to the people in the neighborhoods. When you have a house in a neighborhood, you really should just have a door thing that you put on the 5 neighbors this way, 5 neighbors this way across the street. Start letting people know that you even exist. When I was in need, I've changed my pool person 3 times. I love the one I have now. I'm not going to change. If you've listened to the podcast in the past, or it's probably on here too, but I've talked about the fact that I've had a horrible time with some of the pool people. And Vicky's been doing our pool for the last year, and she's awesome. She's amazing. Don't want to change her, but I've had some really bad times with some of the past people, right? And when I was looking for it, I couldn't think of a pool person that I could use or that I could call. This one actually was somebody had recommended her. But yet here's all these pool people that do all of my neighbors' yards, and not once have we gotten anything from any of those pool people saying that, hey, they've got so many pools in the neighborhood. What a perfect thing to say is, I'm already in your neighborhood. I've got 3 or 4 people in your neighborhood. I would love to make you number 5, or whatever the case may be. There's so much opportunity from a marketing standpoint to grow your business within a community. And I'm talking to you service-based people. If you're doing a job, if you're doing that job and you get out of that neighborhood without at least having 5 to 10 new people that know that you are there or that you can do business there, then you miss the mark. You've heard success stories in the past from people that they do that, where they put the door signs or the door hangers, I don't know what they're called, the door hangers or whatever the case may be, or cards or something else, or they put the sign in the yard that says that they recently did this yard, or they made it beautiful, or they put in the fence, or they did whatever it is that they've done to let people know that, hey, I'm here. I can do yours as well. People have this thing with, they want to be just like their neighbor, right? So if a neighbor gets a really beautiful yard, or it gets taken care of, or they have a great pool service, people are probably going to want to help you brag about the business that you have and to let people know. So we all know word of mouth referrals are really crucial and important in our business. And this is just another way to do it. Because if that doesn't blow your mind, 5 different pool people all within a matter of the same day, that doesn't even count all the ones that I missed. That's not even counting the other 6 days out of the week with who else is showing up in the neighborhood. So much opportunity that it kills me. And I just want to reach through the screen sometimes when I'm talking to people and just say, look, don't ever underestimate how much you can do within a given neighborhood. You've heard me talk about the 5-mile radius and staying within that 5 to 10 miles within your home with all the different houses that you do. This blew my mind. This wasn't even a mile radius. This was a half a mile radius. You're letting other people steal your business. That's ultimately what it comes down to. Because if you have a home in a neighborhood and you are not doing anything to get the other homes in that neighborhood, you're allowing someone else to go in there and to get those clients for you. And it doesn't matter what kind of business that you have. If you're building fences, I'm sure there's other people out there that want fences. If you take care of dogs or you are a pet sitter, I'll bet you there's other homes in that general area that would like a pet sitter. If you pick up dog poop, I'm sure there's other people in that neighborhood. Think about how quick your route would go if you had, let's take the pool one, right? What if they had 5 homes in that one little subdivision? They could do all 5 in one day and they could have the entire thing done within about 5 hours. If that, depending upon how long they have to be at each house. Can you imagine how much business they can do instead of going here, then going way over here, and then going over here? Even in my town, it takes like 5-10 minutes to go from one neighborhood to another. But how much time is saved if they just stayed within the same neighborhood? Not to mention the fact that if your truck is in that neighborhood doing 5 different houses, right? And you've got some signage on that truck and that truck's going from this house to that house to this house. And they're seeing that truck all the time. The other neighbors, they're going, wow, this person really it must be good because look at how many of my neighbors are using them. This truck seems to be everywhere. They're going to think that you have multiple trucks because they constantly see you, or they're going to start saying, hey, you know what? My neighbors really trust this person. I really need to give them a call because I'm always seeing their truck. They must be really good at what it is that they do. There's so much opportunity. It is mind blowing. And I'm telling you, I really wish that I could have hopped on right away and just started talking to you guys about this. And you can see the animation that I have. It's because I'm that excited about it for your business. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to start thinking about your business, and I want you to start saying, okay, when I go into this neighborhood, what is it that I can do to start letting the other people in that neighborhood? I'm not even talking across town. In that neighborhood, how can I make a huge impact on that neighborhood? How can I get out to as many people as I can within that neighborhood? You know, it could even be those EDM direct mail flyers. You could say that you do 5 houses in the neighborhood. You'd like to add them to it, just like we talked about earlier. There's so many different things that you could do, because every town has a different feel for it. Every neighborhood has a different feel for it. All you got to do is get to know that neighborhood. Now, we've been talking about one neighborhood. What if you did that in 5 neighborhoods? So you had this neighborhood on Mondays, this neighborhood on Tuesdays, this one on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And now you were able to get to 5 to 10 people within those neighborhoods that called you on a regular basis, or even more than that. Start thinking about the numbers. They're mind-blowing depending upon the type of business that you have. And it's absolutely doable. And all it takes is a little bit of marketing, a little bit maybe door to door. For some of you that feel comfortable doing that, it could be just something that you leave on the door, whatever the case may be. I mean, there's 50 million different ideas out there, but I just really want to challenge you guys to start opening your mind. Do not let other people steal your business. Do not give business to these other businesses because you don't follow up with the neighbors of the people that you're already helping. Just when you finish a job, like I said, just 5 doors this way, 5 doors this way, and across the street. Not even a huge area. Just stop by and say, hey, we just took care of your neighbor, Mrs. Whatever or Mr. Whatever. And, if you ever need anything, we're here for you. We'd love to help you out. Feel free to talk to them about how it went with them. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. Just a challenge to throw it out to you guys. And I would love to see some of you guys run with that because I think it's a great opportunity for you to really blow up your business and to create more money. And once again, stop driving all over town. Quit blowing up and going through all of that gas. Stop that wear and tear on your vehicle. Just go help other people in the exact same neighborhood. And I promise you, you're going to start making some really good money. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity for you. So just wanted to make sure I shared that with you. And by the way, if you want some other great tips on how you can grow your sales and make more money, check out the videos over here and I'll talk to you on the next one. All right. Bye for now.